Kinlaw, Jimmy G, 2 firsts, 2 seconds for Deshaun. I see where you're coming from here. Kinlaw was a first-round pick. Jimmy G used to be considered a franchise quarterback. 2 firsts, 2 seconds is a lot. Vish, how close does that package get the Niners to Watson?
I mean, if that was the package for Deshaun Watson,
yes,
given where the division just went with Stafford, Kyler Murray, and Russell Wilson, I would 100% do that. I just think that that's way too little for Deshaun Watson and what's going to end up happening. And I'm just not sure that throwing Jimmy G in one of these deals is going to just make it happen, just because I think teams ultimately look at his contract and say the Niners can get off of him and we might be able to swoop him in for 14, 15 or 10 to $12 million, which is a big, big bargain for a starting quarterback in the NFL.
Vish, I want to stick with this topic because Sonny was so generous, and I do think the Deshaun Watson topic is interesting and what basically interests Niner fans much more than Kirk Cousins. I think Niner fans are like, wait. Can we come back to Watson for a second? Because he's a way better quarterback than Stafford, and what exactly will it cost? So, I mean, that's not the question I want to ask you because we don't know. What I want to ask you is, do you think the Texans ultimately trade Watson this year?
I'm not sure yet. All I know, and this is my prediction with it, I think it's going to reach a point where it's going to get ugly first. And it's going to be someone not showing up, someone losing communication. I don't think the Texans are just going to play the route of, all right, you know what? He wants out. Let's just get him out of here and decide what we're going to do next.
Let's be player friendly so more players like us down the line. That's not what the Patriots are like. And remember, this is a Patriots satellite organization.
Not to mention what Bob McNair's comments have been said in the past. Those things set a culture, and I'm sure there's other people in that building that believe.
And remember what he said is, we don't want the inmates running the asylum. So that's basically whatever. Yeah, the inmates running the prison. So if that's their mission statement, then they're not going to give Deshaun Watson what he wants. So what I think, I mean, I don't mean to speak for you. Do you think that this could drag into training camp?
Yeah,
start finding him.
And Big Golden Nuggets, your super fan, my guy, said it best in the comments. The Texans are going to test him. That's what I think is going to happen. They're going to see how willing are you, Deshaun Watson, to sacrifice paychecks.
I agree. So this is going to get ugly before anything happens. I wouldn't be surprised if he's this principled and he feels like this aggrieved and oppressed. He'll retire and he'll become the next Colin Kaepernick. I'm out.
Carson Palmer.
I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to play for this organization. It's a racist organization. I'm out. He might do it.
Carson Palmer.
He seems like he's principled about it. Carson Palmer, except even with a bigger axe to grind. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he actually retires for a couple of years, which would be terrible for the NFL. It'd be awful for the NFL. Roger Goodell, if he's watching, make sure you call Cal in Houston and make sure that doesn't happen because that's going to hurt your product. From what I heard, Roger Goodell was actually working very hard behind the scenes to get Kaepernick back in the league. And these owners are just, I mean, you think of the league being a big organization. In a lot of sense, it's 32 teams and New York. I think it's in New York's interest for Kaepernick to be back in the league. It's good publicity. It makes him look good. It's a lot of people watching. It's just money all around. It's great. But it's like, which team is going to do it? I don't think clearly no team wants to be the one who, I don't know what you would call it, takes on the risk, whatever it is two different interests working there. And I don't know how I got to that topic, but